Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, sorry. But anyways, this is the Pokemon 2025 page a day or daily desk calendar. It comes by many different terms. These types of calendars. Some people refer them as desk calendars. Technically, they're not desk calendars. They're simply page a day calendars or daily calendars. This calendar is produced by at MSRP's for $17.99 US. Is produced by Abrams. This has the special cardboard stand backing one as opposed to the plastic stand one. The plastic stand one, I'll show you the old Dungeons and Dragons one. The old Dungeons and Dragons one had a plastic stand. I'm going to throw this away at some point, but I held on to it just to do an example. The old, some of them will have the plastic stand ones, which I actually like very much. And some of them will have this solid cardboard back stand. As I can go ahead and open it up. It pulls out. As you can see, there's no plastic stand like the Dungeons and Dragons one I had. On the back side, there's a quick instructions on how to open up the stand. It's fairly intuitive. However, in this modern day and age, I had to worry and wonder about some humans. I might be special, but apparently the ever-growing portion of the human species is suddenly developing more severe disabilities in the cognitive area than I do have. And I'm pretty fucked up and retarded in some ways. So either psychologically, emotionally, or just cognitive processing quirks. And it makes me truly fear for the human species. But anyways, we have this cute little Pokemon calendar with the classic Pikachu. There is an extra little side rail in here that saves extra space in here. Personally, I find that a little disgusting. It would have been nice if they just simply made the box slightly smaller. That way, the box would take up less space when you on the store shelf or when shipping. And you would have less cardboard to throw away because there's no spacer inside of it. It's one of those weird things, you know. Sometimes corporations will do a thing for, there's an environmental thing. And then they kind of like, oh, there's extra cardboard in there. And cardboard's made from trees, and trees produce oxygen. And they pull nitrogen and carbon dioxide out of the air and process it for us. Jesus. Same thing with it's one of those mental impairments thing in where I suddenly forget a word and my brain fails to pull it up. Phytoplankton, yes. See, I have a vocabulary from 6th grade. I had a vocabulary at college level, and I've expanded on it. The problem is the brain index forgets where those words are in my brain, and all of a sudden I need to, like, I know that word, I know what that creature's covered in. Oh, it's chitin, yes, and some other stuff like that. So I literally have immense amount of knowledge about topics. It's just the problem I can't remember I know that thing, or the exact word for that thing at the exact moment. But anyways, as we can see here, this is a really nice little calendar. It goes in the standard format from a page a day calendar, where you have just a title page, you have the publisher page, and then we have the first page for 2024 January, which is Wednesday 1st. This is a Fuecoco, which is your starter type, fire type Pokemon for the most recent Pokemon games. I'm having a brain fart. I think it's Scarlet and Violet, if I remember correctly. Game Freak goes from colors to gemstones to back to I think colors, and then to X and Y, and then sword and shield, and back to colors again. It's just why. But anyways, you have Raichu, which is a classic from the old original 151 for January 2nd. And for Saturday, Sunday, they combined the weekends and this calendar. The Animal Crossing character calendars just like this will actually have individual days for Saturday and Sunday, which this one is Vaporeon, which is a water Eevee evolution. My favorite was Flareon. People consider Flareon to be the weakest one of the original Eevee evolutions. The one I had back in Red and Blue days where actually was pretty solid. There's Chansey, which actually has among the highest HP of all Pokemon. With just the right build and stuff like that, it can be quite useful for various situations. It also makes a really good fill-up tank Pokemon when you're out in those deep adventures into the woods or adventuring, and you need to heal up your Pokemon with Soft-Boiled, Rockruff, Corellia, Corvisquire, and the next evolution up is Corviknight, Psyduck, which is not actually a psychic type, Voltorb, and so forth. It's a fairly nice calendar. It would be a very good calendar for someone who's a big fan in Pokemon and stuff like that. I do say that the fact that they combined Saturdays and Sundays doesn't thrill me very much. They do have simple information on them, simple description of them, what types they are, categories, height, weight. And then they'll also have holidays for the United States, and as well as various other places around the world, as well as the cycle of the moon as well. So there you go. You can slow it down. I want to actually see them as I flip past. So there you go. I say this is a pretty solid 4 stars right here. When I bought it, it was fairly cheap. As we go into 2025, typically calendars like page-a-days or wall calendars will become cheaper as you go along until you get to a point where they're sitting around at $9 or $13. The page-a-days might end up around $10, or as if you get like most of the way through the year, or with them still being available. They're usually the most expensive before the year starts, and then once you get into the first month, the price starts, you know. So there you go. If you enjoy these videos, I'll do some more of them here and there, but mostly this is going to be on my video gaming channel. I will cover more video games. If you're curious as to why I have like tabletop role-playing game stuff, I have another channel that's specifically just for tabletop role-playing games that I produce a ungodly amount of content for. Do not subscribe to that channel unless you want to have tons of tabletop role-playing game videos come your way. If you're not interested in tabletop role-playing games, do not subscribe to that channel. What you do when you subscribe to a channel and you do not like to watch the content is you actually do harm to that channel by not watching its content but being subscribed to it, as it confuses the YouTube algorithm and makes it think that you liked what you initially saw and then stopped liking it. So it then avoids people either similar to you or not. So there you go. So this is another little delightful, nice calendar. It's similar style, same company as the previous one. Abrams. This is from Abrams, and this is from Andrew McNeil. So Andrew McNeil usually uses the plastic backings, and Abrams uses the cardboard one. And I'm perfectly fine with the cardboard one. As you can see, the cardboard one stands pretty much perfectly fine on there. You got good angle on the pages and everything. So there we go. So thank you very much for watching. Have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful weekend, magnificent, and see you next time. Ciao.